What's around, everyone? Welcome. This is your tarot card reading for the new moon in Leo, right? And what makes it so unique is that the new moon it was at 5 degrees Leo, and the sun is at 5 degrees Leo at the time. And the number 5 actually represents the 5th house, which Leo, okay, Leo the lion rules. Okay, so this was a very shine the light new moon, and we are still in the new moon energy. So some of y'all are like, wait, wasn't the new moon, a few days ago? Yes, but the energy still exists. Now, whether you choose to forget about it, that's your problem. But it still lingers on. And the energy of this August, end of July going into August feeling is about, okay, by this time now, it should have already been done. You should have seen the benefits, or you or not, of whatever the circumstances that might be, whatever the situation is. Now you're starting to see the results. Okay, you see it for exactly for what it is. There is no what do you want to call it, misinterpretations of it, especially with Mercury being in Virgo. It should be very direct and to the point as far as communications are going, just to give you a little hint on some things ahead of time with the planetary alignments. But with this reading, we're going to talk about expressing yourself, right? Express yourself. Hey, oh, do it, right? So we're talking about express yourself, express yourself, express yourself. Okay, I'm done. All right, so expressing yourself, all right? Express yourself by, and we're going to complete that sentence, which with whatever card you choose. Now, it can be a card that you're gravitating towards, or it can be a flame that you're gravitating for, or it can be both. And whichever one, don't think too much about it. This is not a thinking situation. This is just gravitation. This is just, it's pulling you in. It's a resonation going on. Okay, it's a personal thing. You can't look it up. Yeah, exactly. So by now, you should already know which flame. You should already know which card. And this is going to be about express yourself by, and this whole, let's talk about the moon phases during this last part of summer. Like I said, by now, stuff should be, you should see the results of what you have planted, whether it's good seeds or whether it's bad seeds. Now, it's like you're going to have to express yourself by whatever these cards are going to lay out in order for you to be sturdy in how you feel, sturdy about however you express your feelings. That you done did the work, your inner work, and that is that. You cannot be swayed. There's a longevity to what you're about to say now, that will carry on. And this expressing yourself is going to release anything that's unnecessary, that you don't need around you, or taking up your time or your space or your energy. And it's going to allow you to sustain yourself. This is a sturgeon moon time, according to certain tribes, depending on where they are, because the seasons are different depending on where they are. So you can just say all natives are this, they say this is the same thing for that. No, because they're in different geological locations. But for certain native tribes, the sturgeon moon, where I'm at, right? We have the Great Lakes up here, the Finger Lakes. You probably heard that in geography class and all that. Adirondack Mountains and it's like 1,000 islands and stuff. So this is this area that I'm up in. And this is where we get 4 seasons. So around this time, the natives would have a abundance of sturgeon fish. And sturgeon fish can live like up to 150 years. They're considered to be like very dinosaur-y looking. Like you can tell they done been here, done that several times. Like they done, if a sturgeon can talk to you about what it's done seen and what it's done gone through, you'd be like, that's a whole degree in sturgeonology. You know what I'm talking about? So sturgeons got some information all about longevity, about how to sustain, and how to swim amongst your feelings and your swim amongst your emotions, and to be able to express, your feelings where, if anything, by you expressing that and setting shop, that is going to make you sustain yourself in an ever-changing environment, right? And we can say that now when we apply it to people. It's an ever-changing environment. And if you thought you were stable before, everybody, I don't care what color, creed, race, at the bottom of a application or school or something, they always have, we don't discriminate. All them people, that whole paragraph, right? It don't even matter. Everybody since 2020 has been like, whoa, okay? Like, whoa, right? Okay. Anyway, I was just having a party in my head real quick, but let me get back to you. let me come back on down here, okay? So let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about, learning how to fly. If you are new into this awareness wave, this whole higher conscious wave, this whole I'm tapping into me wave, who gives a F wave, right? All that other kind of stuff. This is like, okay, let's see if you can fly. Let's see if you can fly, baby spirits. Let's see if you can fly. In between spirits, let's see if you can fly. Mature spirits are like, okay, well, but maybe this is the last test for a mature spirit. I don't know. Everybody's on their own journey or whatever to get from one place to the other, right? So let's take a look and see. Okay, express yourself by. So like I said, you already should have picked your card, picked your flame, or if they matched up. However, if you resonate to 2 different ones, let's go with it. I suggest you stay tuned and watch both, because then if you truly resonated with it and you're not just being greedy for information, there is a difference. You will get a more well-rounded story about expressing yourself by, okay, ... All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with flame 1 and the first flame. All right, so if you chose this card, express yourself by using the Empress energy, tapping into the divine feminine energy, by, using some of that balance, by taking care of that conversation, taking care of the atmosphere of it all. How a woman can there could be an argument and a certain woman can come in and solve the issue, can calm it down a little bit, can balance it. Okay, what is your point? Just like a mom, you'll see 2 kids fighting and a mom will come right in the middle and be like, okay, we want to work, we want to flow with this. We have to live together, we have to grow together, so let's figure this out so that there is a balance, like a natural balance of it all. Let's try to understand each other. Let's try to communicate our feelings where we can get to the point of it all, so maybe there can be some respect on both ends and this will not happen again. So that type of nurturing energy. Have a wonderful day and night during this Leo new moon. What's around, everyone? This is for card 3 or flame 3 for your new moon Leo energy. And this card is about, express yourself by. If you listen to the intro, it talks about, the sturgeon moon. It talks about, being able to fly, at this point in time, being able to see, what you have actually planted planted? Is it dull? Did it grow? Is it prosperous? Did it not work out? Do you need to have a different kind of way to do it so that next time it won't, turn out to be, not the way you wanted it, but it will work more in your favor type of energy. So this card is about express yourself by the Two of Cups of it all. So express yourself by having a balance, kind of like an equilibrium between a relationship, between a lover, between, family, friends, between your lifestyle. Sometimes we pay more attention to one thing in our life, but we neglect the other thing. So this is the time where you're going to be looking at those things in your life, and you're going to be expressing yourself by Two of Cups in it all, okay? Interchangeable roles. Sometimes you may need to shut up and let the other person talk. Sometimes you may need to be in a submissive way. And this is not a masculine and feminine thing. Because remember I said everyone has a divine masculine side and divine feminine side. Just like these cups here, okay? So sometimes you're going to have to take, the divine masculine role a little bit more, because whatever you're working with, whatever that relationship is, or whatever the other circumstance and situation in your life is doing more fem stuff, and you have to balance it out. Or it could be in a relationship where a male, is always saying, oh, female needs to be, no, maybe you need to, pipe down and take a submissive role where you're not, overreacting and talking and all of that. You're just there actually receiving energy. That's it. That's all. Okay. So start using some of those when it comes to expressing yourself. So expressing yourself by keeping balance, by making it an exchange of energy. It's not all about you, it's about that other thing or that other person, the other place that you're relating to. There needs to be a balance there. If you're going there too much, you may need to balance that out. If you're communicating too much and you're talking too much, maybe you need to shut up for a while. Practice shutting up. It takes practice for people who are used to just running their mouth to literally shut up. Some people just have it naturally. Some don't, and some have to work on it. Okay, so let these interchangeable roles happen when you're expressing yourself, right? And don't feel like you have to stick to the societal role of how you need to be. Some men are taught not to cry. This is the time, if it's need be, to balance your energy out, to tap into the divine feminine side of you and let those tears out. Tears are good. Tears are emotions flowing. Let it out, okay? And then by letting it out, you might be able to see more of a mutual attraction, of a sustainability in your life, more of a balance in your relationship and your communication, because you're not just sticking to just one part of the relationship based on societal and stuff. What about what you feel? Okay, this is about what you feel. This is not about what society or says, whether it's cultural, religion, geographical, whatever. Okay, I'm not talking about that. Like, I'm talking as if it doesn't exist. Okay, so find some balance in that, and you'll see that these interactions will directly reflect your relationship within yourself and your relationship with others when you use the divine masculine and feminine as a balance. Have a wonderful day and night during this Leo new moon.